Thanks for launching the digital edition of Night
We
Sounds.
trust that Bill's commentary will
After you
encourage
listen to this online presentation, please consider making please consider a generous contribution associated with maintaining these platforms. Just press the donate tab, or you can securely use your credit card or PayPal
Just click
account.
the donate tab.
And now, we hope
This
you
is
are
Night
blessed
Sounds
listening
with
to
Bill
this
Pierce.
Night Sounds program.
Once again, the sound of singing strings and soaring voices. Introduce Night Sounds. Welcome, I'm Bill Pierce. Glad to have you with me today. As you look back over these few hours of today, what awful, terrible, catastrophic thing happened to you?
Well, whether you're holding opportunity time occurs to me.
Watch. Now, isn't that a dismal way to begin a
Times I
program?
wish I had
Or
my
whether you're into
microphone in our
basketball?
studio right
Actually,
now, right where
the reason I
you
brought
are.
that
She
up
was
was because
because
the title of
yet
tonight's
it's not mine.
time
It
together
surprised me
of
that
the
I went here where
NBA
it
is
was on
misery
loan to me.
addiction.
And
There's one move
Can you
because
accept
some
any
programs
team
back
car
tentative
drive that is
I recorded a
rarely
feature
in
called
the zone
Megaholism.
and repaired.
You know, sort of a
that's
new
the way it
word
is to
I'm
do
not
with the
even sure
rebirth
it's in the
of old.
dictionary.
Welcome
Today,
to Night Sounds.
work
Bill.
often
It
a player
concentrates
when
on
gets the
interacting
ball
with
negative.
people.
way down the
So
coast.
easy to become that way.
almost
Even beginning first thing in the morning.
And if he
But
misses the
anyway,
Not that
basket,
we're going to be negative
There was
tonight.
I thought
someone
about
there.
this car.
Because
There
there's
were
not that
teenagers or
Night
juveniles
Sounds program
to us tonight
that is
and
produced.
put it
I don't
like
only
that.
say
It does
How do
not
you know?
end
You
in
can't
a
see
positive
I welcome
arrow.
you
So
to the Night Sounds.
this hasn't happened
Because
yet.
each night we come together.
are not mine.
But
even if I
misery
could see
addiction
I
can
select
happen
some
to
sort of
any of
direction.
us.
and you were to give me a
Topic
that's why
or
tonight
subject
Even
matter,
hardly
something
before we get
helpful.
out of bed in the
subtitle
morning.
in
our
our
time
life
feel
That we're all-
we'll be spending
I think
together.
it's
Would
programs
I
back I
follow
also
you, or
mentioned.
would there be a
Maintain
I got up
together
mechanism
one morning
and when it comes right down
and
to
began to
the
talk to
program
myself,
title,
and everything I
interesting
said
enough,
one word.
happened to be in
play with
negative.
others as
Some
are
those
created
kinds
beings of
of
personality.
So we're going to have
Leaders
done with that
are
tonight.
really
Perhaps
no.
just
Three on the
lay out
beginning.
the
I'm gonna put in
problem
a few
a
words
little bit,
right
but
now.
come up with
That
an
is very
end
meaningful and it's
and a conclusion.
Made a couple
that
of
is
translucent,
requires
transparent,
that has
and
a
again,
look
as
at
I
everything.
think
discipline,
back,
but
find out
not
that this
as
particular
how.
recording
it
session
means again.
Misery addicts
that I made with
avoid
Lawrence
or
titled
deny
Much Time
anything
to Pass
positive
vocabulary,
or joyful.
such as
every
the
time we come
Words
together
are attracted
like
to
this,
the
like
negative
right,
or the
rediscover. I
between.
give our hat
Was
on
attaching
some
negative
retail
meanings
or
to
label.
neutral,
We
reading
identify
positive
by the
events.
instrument company that manufactured it.
regenerate.
A disease almost.
So tonight I decided
our
to call
subject
one of the
tonight
officials
reads
sort of
about
like
kindly
this
saying as he handed
old
me this
spiritual,
beautiful
perhaps
whether
you've heard it
instrument.
before,
There are
when
many
the
of
tenor
you
sax
who
this is yours
dolefully
and I
rebound
right
begins
play it
to
beautifully
on the early
play.
night.
the surface. Yet I was reminded as I took it out
so
of
It's
the
sort of a
door
sad
do
background.
that it was on consignment.
Prevents
An old
belonged
spiritual
to me
titled
very
Nobody Knows.
But I was allowed
The trouble I've seen.
There are so many
for an
But you know what the rest of that title is?
enter into
Let's stay
I
tuned.
kept that instrument for 20 years
I don't know whether it could be busy
and made most of my
things
recordings.
get in the way.
I'm playing it right now.
We've been so busy. It's changing us somehow.
It belonged to the company. But since the company finally went out of business some years later, I was left with the instrument. So I gave it to the Salvation Army. I no longer have it.
What we're hearing right now
The song we're playing,
is Chris McDonald Big Band,
One of the words.
tenor sax soloist,
Gentle Shepherd,
and let's just let it play for a little while longer. Gather our thoughts
to help us
and
find
misery addiction.
Take my hand and then
this good and cheerful prayer
we'll be close.
as we face our lives,
Let's be
which are given to us by the apostles. Says Moses,
to hear you say, it's the darkness.
It's even sort of a
Since you
comfortable
were dying, what
misery
they
addicts have become comfortable with their displeasure and with their addiction. Sometimes even getting into a self-punishment kind of
they
attitude.
were praised.
Indulging in this self-neglect, unfavorable self-comparison, feigning helplessness, tolerating the intolerable, caregiving and then complaining, and refusing to accept forgiveness. God's forgiveness. And that's a very vital takeaway from tonight's theme. Forgiveness. Do you forgive yourself? I have a hard time doing that sometimes. I can say I get through a behavior situations that come up. Also indulging in tonight's program, not to say on everyone, but we do have general ideas for avoiding the dullness, which hit us all actually. We have those blue moments, biorhythms may be low, something may have happened to sort of sadden us today. But the beautiful thing is that we are creatures of recovery. The human psyche, the body, cures itself in many instances. We don't have to stay under the blue dome. Our subject matter, misery added to things for storing innumerable glory moments ago into an indefinable mass rolling around in the mind until it drives a Brazilian regeneration recovery. Harold Campbell, we discovered, who is the clinical director. These are the bridge treatment for addictive disorders in Bowling Green, Kentucky. Whether it has to do with in relation to this particular situation mentioned some time ago, people together. And she said, with the help of your counselors and recovery this opportunity that may have been lost, tease out a single strand from the obsessive downsizing and ask for specific guidance, and then, as long as you have life and breath within you, there is a wisdom in a multitude of counselors. You probably have heard that statement before, but there's a lot of truth to it. You're not out of respectability. Get plenty of aerobic exercise. Lighten up, emotion, sunshine, fresh air. These are good ideas for avoiding the blah and the blues. Get some light into your life, and a sense of light is physical and emotional. Sunshine, there is more indoor lighting may help minimize depressive tendencies. Continue. Do something different. The colors of each season. We can get so tied into a routine that we forget that we're almost, we called it the victims of fire. I can do that. That's one of the reasons that Alan out here, what they call the one you light, take a different route to a journey or a change. Put pink light bulbs on the lamps instead of white. When you choose to remain on the growing edge where light is not something different for breakfast, and even more dangerous. Get plenty of exercise. And again, very important, it requires discipline. Gets the endorphins in the brain going. You'd be surprised how if you get used to it means about 45 minutes hanging on. Speed walking, or even jogging, and within some aerobic words, take a shower, after sweating a little bit, you will feel like you're relaxed. It's called a natural high. We realize the necessity of, and we might even have to have some sort of an evaluation psychologically. Certainly spiritually, because God doesn't reaching our 50th, He's given us so many reasons to rejoice. And the tendency, just before coming into the studio tonight, I was thinking about this subject and emotionally and enumerating in my mind the negatives that I could think of that have happened. I was just thinking before coming on the air tonight, sitting here reflecting, with a couple of dumb things I've been on the road. If we reveal our, and then a phone call from the better part of 50 years, the manager of a radio station down south who said we're going to discontinue Night Sounds because we get no response from it. But the truth is that well, I got into sort of a negative path of thinking, so I called the manager and said, I think you realize airing our program for so many years. If you remember back, we sort of helped to launch the station 45 years ago. Before you know it, you're into and we've been on the air with you for that long. And we're so grateful. I came to the realization, is there anything that I can do to change your life, Dr. Francis Schaefer? Because our surveys indicate just the opposite. The people from your area write us and tell us what God has done in their lives through this format. So we discussed it in a friendly manner, and he said, well, I'll tell you what, I've lost out. I'll run this around in my mind before I'm bored again and see what happens. Well, that was a good signal for me to go to prayer, saying, Lord, if you want us to stay on this station, I pray that you will
aspiration.
One
Give
will
us
be
some
all
indication
easier
that we are to do problem. I would take it to the Lord and try to handle it.
Well, that just sort of
brilliantly
began my negative thinking, and I said, I've got to get out of this.
to realize the necessity
Get on a different track.
I believe that I wasn't worth
So I talked it over with
our
our executive director.
our labors even for the Lord.
I consider
I remembered
simply
that within the past
As
week,
I said, full
2
responsibility
key stations, one on the west
one
coast and
Mike
one on the
Green
east
Hansel
coast,
said, it will
that
go
the
by
magazine
every one
was
of
the
us
most
also
listened to program,
as you imagine,
according to listener surveys.
That's not alibi.
Well, that makes me feel a little better. Not that we
Surprising
need
places.
stimuli all
The
the time like
astonishing was
little
that
kids
all
seem
I
to
had
explore
yourself
But we do need
Somebody
encouragement.
cared about me.
Many will in
And that's one of the
subtle ways
reasons
try
we're
to
on
seduce
here.
you back into an ideology.
I didn't
The Lord
To let you know that
simply be
we all
his
get into
much
that rut.
threatening
We're
and
human.
healer.
God
Yet
knows.
it's also
From
much
that
less
ground.
enjoyable.
We talk about
So,
vulnerability.
let's back
often.
off,
We
chill
are
out,
people
lighten
who
up,
should
allow
be
challenge,
so
don't miss an
many
opportunity
somewhat
to laugh.
intimidated by
How long has
a
it
friend
been
or close
since you've had a good,
going
healthy,
into the
laugh?
gym or the fitness center
that I have nothing to
It
lose.
does you a
weight
world
to
of
get back into
good.
shape again.
Tonight's program, Misery,
Have the second
Addiction.
And they said, I can't
Serving
If
believe
you're an
Let's
addict,
just be willing to learn
some of
and
us
get
who
out
are
there
sort of
and
melancholy from the
never
front end of our
sweat.
lives,
I
we
felt
can
like
get into
giving
this kind of a
Beavis
rut, but
an
we
answer
don't
like,
have
well,
to stay there.
As you were
God
speaking,
has
like
so
I am
much
nothing
better
I did
for
this
us.
time yesterday.
Tonight's program
Begin to
entitled
enumerate in your
Enjoy
mind
a bit of
the
a
positive
psychobabble or
things
something.
that have
Some
happened.
gifts. But what
Many,
that person
As
was
I mentioned a
saying
moment
was
ago,
that
we
there's
had
a
2
real
positives
tendency
against
to
one
say
negative.
avoidance
That's a pretty neat
and
mediocre.
mediocre for you and play. The
way they start with during the
on the
day.
radio. Another is saying,
If we've been along
Maybe you
so
have
many
difficult
years
times
on the journey,
finding
something
some
I
of
never
those
planned,
things,
I paid my
but they're
debt.
there.
I've done the
Think
job.
about it.
I'm not a
And
very
really
good
take
actor
time
when it
to
comes to
honestly
that
investigate.
kind of cover up, and I'm not sure that
Sometimes,
I'm a very
possibly,
good
we're
liar either,
just
but when
too
perhaps an
tolerant.
give
antidepressant
ourselves to
as
our
well, an
workers.
anti-anxiety
But this is
medication
over.
might help.
Does have a
Consignment.
distaste
If we ask the Spirit
for
of
It's
mediocrity.
indicated
do
many
exceeding
times
abundantly above all that
as
we
a
can
part of a
ask or
comprehensive
imagine.
program
Compel us to
of
do
recovery.
I believe
as if it were for
And that
Christ.
means
As you know,
himself.
Alcoholics Anonymous has a
Colossians
12-step
both have
program.
matters
Whatever
that
you
we
do,
discuss.
And negaholism
do it
And
like
all
it
that
have the
so
same
far
kind
beyond the cultivation.
as unto the
of
Lord.
a procedure.
But which aims even to commit to the state.
Carol Cannon
Knowing that the
even
Lord,
suggested
because I'm
this
over
in
my
her
head,
shall
article.
reward you.
And every one of us is going
Number
to be
one,
accountable
she
to
said,
God
was
for what we
begin
do.
by admitting that
God, Lord,
you are powerless
He's in a new
over
dimension.
addiction
That
to
doesn't mean
misery.
you don't work for
And
your
that's why he
boss
gives
or
the
Think
courage
about
just
it.
on
Work
another
with someone
step
else.
for me to
Be
get in here,
for
activate
us
the
to
machinery,
keep
all we
priority
have, and the
systems
equipment.
would dictate
Open the
Accept the
microphone
fact that
calls
only a
instead of the
power
church.
greater
Whatever
than
you
yourself
do,
can
do
free
it
you
with all due
from your
respect. As
obsessions
unto the Lord.
and
Once we let
restore
our
you
guards
to
down,
sanity.
Hansel said in his
knowing
book,
that we're not afraid,
when I
Turn
relax
your
on
you shall
will,
receive the
your
reward of
life,
inheritance.
all too
your
often
problems
For you
over to
serve
God.
some of the wonderful things that can
As you
happen
understand
in
Him
to become the
through the
enemy
Holy
of
Scriptures.
death.
Even in family.
I'm always
in both
so
our
blessed
work
in
and our
short,
rest. There being
I
no
can
doubt
and we can
God
very easily
can
and
has given his
conveniently
I think I'll let Him.
in that most intimate
about
talented
working
relationship.
heartily.
And Ms.
Acceptance
Cannon
living
said,
abundantly
after doing
and
these steps,
notable.
the
God
rest of your life
And a lot of
spewing
them,
out
one such
is none of your
talented
business.
piano player, perhaps
Tonight's
That
program
includes the
named
outcome
This doesn't address
of your recovery.
itself to
Because
theaters
God's going
or
to take
people who
over.
stumbled and fallen
the more
more
beautiful songs.
I've been
Lost
in that
the way
particular
around.
situation.
This
One of
is
the
a
things that I
choice
did that
that
seemed to work fairly well is to think
And
of
the
anything that
commitment
was
was also
negative
on
that
all
I
of
was
our music.
doing. And I came up with a
requires that
couple
we
of
first
habit
of all
patterns
discover our
that really could conclude
but then invest
in
you
a
are
lot more
sensitive
misery.
enough to realize that
So I got to the
if I
source
were
of
really
it.
remember
cunning,
in
in
so
fact,
many
the song
years
talks
to
to
me
me
God
would
would
shares the words.
commend me for doing a certain
We can
job,
do
either
those
as a
things. We
concert
can
or
choose
the good
to do
and
that.
bad.
a video program or some
Whether I
It's
should
not just
name
mind
or
or
ministries, still I don't
It's a
know
procedure, which is a spiritual
every
pursuit.
moment.
I would normally
God
say,
created you,
I would
and He
pray
loves
that the
you.
Lord did it
There's
all.
no one
Let's
else in
listen to the
this
rest of it.
universe like
It's
you.
almost an affront.
One
or
answer should be
Then you
an
may say,
insult
well, it's a
to the
good
one
thing.
who
That's a negative.
gave the
to
company.
have a relationship
I'm
with
sorry,
him.
I
I
recall
recall
that.
one fellow said to me when
But
I
that's
came
how
off that
easily we can
particular
get into
response.
this.
I know very well
Right
that
at this
the Lord
point,
enables us to do
I'd like to turn to another piece of
to be
music.
willing and put
We've
forth
used
the
it
work
for A Night Sounds Alike.
So
I believe that it bears
we'll again repeat. Here's the
group
combination.
tradition. It's Christine Morrison
or doing anything a job
with a message in song, I've never been out of your
Well, I have taken down a notch or two on that, and ever since then, I recognize the fact that each one of us has some spiritual gift, some ability that we can yield to our Creator.
Larry Dalton playing here. Song by Ralph
Maybe
Vaughan.
that's an inherent
raw, callous that you may have as part of your genetic makeup. If you got it from your parents, wherever it came from, you have hope. He bounce up to us. Man of God, I recall when I started out on radio, I started speaking against the church. It took me years to overcome the rejection of the gospel, to learn a vocabulary, to memorize scripture, to have something to say and learn medicine. I'm not an active speaker at all. Every day the church moves to make it work. It's difficult for me to form words. The organization is reasonable enough. And often, I'll get a middle of something that can't hear anything. People expect to sit there and watch the page spin, but the Holy Spirit does not flow through. And I'm here sitting with neutral spinning my wheels. He doesn't come on the sheet, but on the people. Tonight, no matter who you are, what your handicap is, something special in you. I believe. Even though I've told you back in 1911, it's still a tangential part of your life, your mind, your life. We might be someone, no doubt will. We will never know the people who position of I can say your life that failure, unoriented conversation, all that you are, from an academic underachiever that watches you, couldn't seem to learn through the system. But when I presented myself to the Lord Jesus